Hello, this is Simracing Corner. I've picked up the latest DLC for ACC. It's the Brits pack, and that includes 3 new tracks. Oulton Park, Snetterton and Donington. There's no new cars, it's just the tracks. It's £11.99. I think it's fair for what you're getting here. And these are tracks I do enjoy, so this is good stuff. So we'll start off with Oulton Park, and we can have a quick run through that. So I'm running a full field, so it's 25 cars total, which does make it tricky on this track because it is quite a narrow track. But I'll give it a go. See how we get on. Yeah, they're all very familiar. They're as I would expect. All the tracks I've tried them already. Had a few laps of them, and they are very predictable, as I would have expected from running other tracks that are, these tracks in other games. So yeah, it's exactly how I expect them to run. AI is performing fine, as very much on par with everything else in ACC. So yeah, everything is pretty good. So yeah, tracks look the same, feel the same. Yeah, and I can imagine anyone who is a fan of ACC, this is insta purchase, quite honestly. They are good tracks, they are fun. So yeah, you've got to be careful on this track. There's a few, it's tight. You need to not be too aggressive when you think you might be able to snatch a position, because often they are not really proper. You are maybe risking a bit too much, but one easy spot, at least to stick to nick from AI, is here. Kind of, you can always grab a place normally here. So yeah, that's nice and clean. Although he is close to me, I should be fine. Yeah, the 2 chicanes, that one and one coming up, are next to impossible to really find a gap, but sometimes you get a bit lucky. But you do need to be careful, because they'll just sideswipe you if you're not too careful. Slow exit here, and then just hard on the power. Can't really overtake here for a little bit of time. You do need to just basically hug the car in front, and then you can snatch one position on this second gear corner here, and you should be good. Not hard braking, and that's one lap of Oulton Park, so that's nice and clean. Force feedback is really nice. Can really feel the bumps on the track. It's a very bumpy track in parts, and I can definitely get that through the force feedback here on my direct drive wheel, and yeah, I can get a really nice sense of grip. So yeah, I spent very little time actually getting accustomed to this track again in ACC, as it just felt like I was driving it in all other games. It felt really good. So yeah, really pleased with that. It's a good track. Okay, so shall we take a look at the next one? So let's have a look at Donington. Right, this is an awesome track as well. Another track I've spent plenty of hours driving in other sim racing titles, so I know this one well, so I should be good. Another track I enjoy because it's got some hills in it. It's quite undulaty, so it's kind of fun. I do like these sort of tracks with a bit of character rather than just being on a flat all the time. So yeah, this is a fun track. But yeah, it takes a bit of time to learn this track because it has its little quirks. Any track with uphill and downhill sections does affect your braking and on your braking points, since you're dealing with the gravity. Not a good place to start the race, but I've got no choice, being in last place. It's hard braking. You think you can go for that corner a little bit quicker than you really can, so you do learn that the hard way when you end up on the grass. Here you're just trying to smash it as much as you can, and then bit of trail braking. Wrong gear there. This is the fun part of the track. And then sweep out to the left. And then another similar sort of corner here. Try and put the power down as much as you can, so you can just clip to the edge of the left. Yeah, not a good overtaking point there, although sometimes you might think it's a sneaky one if you've got the run on another car, but they'll clip you. Here though, you can often take one or two places, and I just robbed the AI. This corner is a bit of a blind one and quite tough to judge, but you kind of look at that Pirelli sign on the right, sorry, and it gives you a braking point. You kind of brake before then, start braking before then, and you should be okay. And that's one lap done. Let's get past around here. A bit fast on that one, but I'm okay. And yeah, just go in tight, lift, and a bit of braking, and then smash it, and then you should be able to get a bit of a run on these fellas. That's good. Perfect. Yeah, a bit too hot in that corner, but I'm okay. And try and really get the power down as early as you can. And hard braking. Oh, just made it. And, yeah, clip the curb. Try and, yeah, good. That's good. And then I should be able to rob one out of here just by outbraking the AI. AI is generally quite exploitable on slow corners in every sim title, which does make it, fairly easy to overtake. And there you go. Okay, so let's try the last track, and that is Snetterton. The track I'm least familiar with. I have driven it a few times, but not actually that many, so I don't actually know the track layout. I'm not very familiar with it, quite honestly, but let's give it a go. I'll probably be a little bit less aggressive on this on this one, and I'll maybe just hug the back of an AI car just so I can get through it. But let's see how we get on. This is a flat course, but it does have some tight low speed corners, so you do need to be prepared, because things go from high speed straights to tight corners quite rapidly. Lots of people watching on the side. Hello folks. Oh, yeah. Well, I got lucky there. Got a nice feel of the grip through the force feedback there. There's some sort of sweeping corners where they're pretty quick, and it really helps to have good force feedback, so you can really get an idea of where you are with your tyres, and I'm getting a really good sense of that through the force feedback here. I mean, it's something you only really get with a direct drive wheel. But the other thing about using a direct drive wheel is because you're using it to feel your way through around a track, often it's easy to be a little bit too aggressive, trying to find the limit of a corner or a part of a track. Kind of a bit like that really, but I'm not really familiar with this track. I don't expect to run it particularly effectively. But yeah, this is really nice. Force feedback through there is excellent. I really can get a good measure of my limits. I think, yep, here's one complete lap right there, I think. So yeah, nice track. It's one I'm a little bit tentative here, because I just don't really feel that comfortable knowing the corners coming up. Being behind the AI really helps, because you obviously I can judge my slow down and braking points based on what they're doing. But yeah, I don't feel like I really know what I'm doing on this track, quite honestly. If I didn't have an AI to follow, I'd be a little bit all over the place. I know that. One of my faults is I'm generally quite aggressive driver. I will try going too fast and then learn to slow down on any track that I'm starting to learn on. Most people, the normal way to practice is go slow and then speed up. I do it the opposite. I'm impatient. I go fast and then realise I'm doing a terrible job, and then I slow down. I do it in reverse. But generally I find the trick is, for me, to learn a new track I'm not familiar with, is to run it behind the AI. Run behind the AI, and I normally can learn a track that way, and use them as my pacemakers. Well, anyway guys, well there you go, that is all the tracks in this DLC. It's the first look of it, I suppose. Yeah, so I hope you liked that. I don't really do these talk and drives often, but maybe I'll do a few more. Let me know in the comments if there's some sort of content you'd like me to do more of, and maybe I will kind of do a few more as time goes on. But yeah, that's fun. I enjoyed that, so yeah, let's end the video. I'll get this uploaded, and maybe you're watching it right now. Anyway guys, well, take care, happy simming, and bye bye.